come up with a poetry stage name for him that is different from his comedy persona, because he asked us to come up with a name for him, and I came up with the first name that came to my mind, and he goes, okay, let's run with it. So I want y'all to make some noise. Show some love for my man, Casper, the first ghost.
How y'all doing? Good. Try something a little different here. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, just keep that shit to yourself. Alright. And for anyone, this isn't about anyone particular, so if you're offended, that's more on you than me, so. There we go. I spit this shit quick, get a mock, cause I'm sick like a kid throwing fits, I need to be paid attention. And did I mention, this is my first poem. And I can best be described as a wire that's live, so I can only be measured in ohms. Now some might say this kid's got some wordplay, I bet he thinks he's so clever. And you'd be right. Because tonight on this stage, I'm like Lady of Rage because I'm cutting off nuts, giving them to my women, and then rack those bitches like they were Afro puffs. So the whack-ass poets, you've been put on notice. Stop doing the same poem or two you've been doing for years. Could have a book or CD, but can't get over your fears that if you try something new, people might not feel you. And that's just a risk you're not willing to take. So instead, you come strolling in late, take up that list precious space while the ones with new shit to work out have to wait. Or better yet, get bumped. And for those of you who I wonder who the fuck this white boy thinks he's talking to, well, you're the same ones that choose to keep hitting the snooze while I'm already up writing because I didn't lose no sleep over you. So consider this your wake-up call. And I'm sure you can't wait to catch me slipping and fall, but I wrote this poem in the time it took you to get out of the bath, so maybe you should worry less about me and go practice your craft. Because the one thing I've learned is, it doesn't matter whether you do comedy or poetry, if you get paid to do it free, or whether you got an audience of 3,000 or 3. Because if you can write, you can write. And it doesn't matter if you're getting, rewind. Because if you can write, you can write. And it doesn't matter if you've got punchlines or hype, if you're lighting up mics or getting rewinds that night. Maybe you're just the type that doesn't need Grandmaster Flash to show people the light or get your message across. Maybe you don't have to get your shine on and spit bars to the boss, and those are really the poets you need to be paying the most attention to. And yes, every kind of poem has got its place. But not everyone has to be about the space between your legs. It doesn't always have to be about dicks and clits and doing backflips or where that fine bitch on stage swallows the spits. And by the way, that's a trick question. We don't care whether you spit or if it affects your digestion, it's already in your mouth. But enough with the jokes. On a more humble note, I still know that I'm the low man on this totem pole. See, I'm still trying to find my voice, so sometimes that means I've got no choice but to emulate those that inspire me. So just take this as what it is, the sincerest form of flattery. Don't batter me if you think I'm biting your style. And if a line that I've written sounds bitten, just come up to me and I'll be happy to take it out. Just don't go behind my back saying, oh, he just steals because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Because I'm still learning. But I still got that yearning, that burning passion, writing be more than just a flash in the pan. You know, that thing that makes you wake up in the middle of the night because you've got to get that joke or that line just right. Before it's gone forever. So you weather the storms with its hand upon, because this is the reason that you get up in the morning. You do it because you love it. It's not a job, it's a calling. See, as a comedian, I can make people laugh, but as a poet, you can make people happy or sad, you can make them think, you can bring them back from the edge when they're just on the brink of giving up. And that's a responsibility you need to be taken seriously. If this is what you love, you need to be writing furiously like your life depended on it, because in many ways it does. Because there's nothing worse than someone asking, hey, whatever happened to that poet? Wouldn't you know it? He gave up. Fell by the wayside, his life's all fucked up. Left his dream to die by the side of the road, broken-hearted. What do I know? Just a kid getting started. Thanks.